Hello, everyone. This is Beth Bedora, the kidney goddess, as I refer myself to. How's everybody out there in Facebook world? Today, I am working on a repetitive play, I always say, instead of homework or work, right? How to simplify my life. In this day and time in the world and in America, if you are more of my age, a senior, I am 61 years of age. You may remember the times back in the 60s, the 70s, 80s, and even the 90s, where the world seemed so much safer, less complicated. Women were thriving to make changes, to make improvements in our lives, moving forward, more independence, more security within ourselves rather than having to look outward for security. Just all over the place. It seemed simpler, at least it did to me, and how I remember back in the day, right, where we walked all the way to school, all uphill, miles in our snow boots both ways, and our moms didn't take us to school in the car and drop us off and picked us up, right? People remember those days that are of my age. So what are you doing to simplify your life, to make it less crazy out there, right? I am working on that with my paperwork, digitally, with people in my life, with my surroundings. I believe in minimalism. I try not to collect a lot of things. I don't practice collecting a lot of things. I'm always going through my things and giving things away, selling things, donating things that I no longer need and serves me. I really practice going through life in the mornings when I wake up with a smile on my face, a good attitude. It's another day here on earth, especially since I had 2 kidney transplants, and at one point believing I just didn't even want to stay here. Can you believe how you may have been experiencing me lately, if you know me, if you follow me? And if you don't, the reality is I was going to leave this world. It was so fearful for me once I learned I had kidney disease and having to go through dialysis and knowing I was going to try to get a transplant and all that encompassed. I wanted to get out of here. I didn't want to stay here on earth. And when I was younger, there was lots of trauma in my life, and I was trying to be a perfectionist, and I've learned, no, I don't want to be a perfectionist anymore. I want to be imperfect in my own way and see myself as being perfectly imperfect. So that helps me to simplify my life. And now I want lots of experiences, good experiences in my life, good people in my life, right? That really raises me up spiritually, laughing, learning things from other people, sharing information with other people, having conversations and discussions and philosophy conversations rather than you against me and me against you because we don't understand one another. So as I'm doing this, I think about the circles of people that are around me. Who do I want to spend my time with? What do I want in my household? What do I need in my household? Giving things away. I've been taking a lot of my things to places that serve homeless people. There's a place in Anacortes called King's Ministry Den and a place called Mom's Closet. And several times I will donate things that no longer fit me anymore to those places. Cleaning up digitally and working on business structures and my personal email, my business email, trying to consolidate things, clear messages, focusing in on different things. So I'm going around and looking at different areas of my life and how can I simplify that? Because like I said, I believe this day in this world, everything can be so complicated. And the people that hold a lot of power in the structure of America economically and politically seem to want to place fear on the Americans, right? That's what I hear out there in the world. So how can I relieve that fear factor? and believe in myself and the universe is good for me, and surround myself with good, kind, loving, caring people, that we take care of one another as a village would do, as a group of people that truly love one another. And it just doesn't have to be your family. Maybe your family just doesn't love you, or maybe you don't connect with your family. So start a tribe, find your own family, find your own group, and collectively work on loving one another, peaceful living, communal situations. How can we create those things and simplify our lives and be out of the fear factor, but create what we desire in life? So those are the things I ponder during the day, and things that I'm working towards and doing repetitive play around rather than calling it work or homework. I like to call it repetitive play. Because as I'm peeling the onion, I'm talking about myself, and peeling the onion of me and going through this process of decluttering, decluttering my mind, decluttering my body, decluttering my spirit, physically, mentally, physically around me. It's a process. It's a process that takes time and energy, and I want to conserve my energy for positive things and good things and constructive things, rather than feeding into the fear of the future, feeding into the fear of the present moment. So what are you creating today? Are you creating love and smiles and goodness in your life? Are you working on your goals and your intentions in life? Are you working on building your relationships and your family, your friends in the neighborhood that you live in and the community that you live with? And what are you creating today? And what are you minimizing in your life so you have more time and energy to create those things that you choose to be, do, and have? That's my message for today. Sometimes I call that the game of life. That's the game of life that I'm playing today. What are you playing today?